actual design, except I'm going to turn, they have theirs this way, and because my gallery board, which I need to see which one's top, I'm finally getting a little better about realizing that, I'm going to do mine in the horizontal, but do a similar thing. Now, I'm not getting any comments on Facebook. Am I live on Facebook? Am I there, people? If you are on Facebook and wouldn't mind giving me a comment, that would be great, because it just seems like I'm not seeing any. And that kind of surprises me. All right, so I peeled my backing off, and I'm going to put Sweet Spring right in the middle. Now, with your monthly club kit, you do not get white, but you can do an add-on and get that. And I have lots of white, and I have my squeegee here. Okay, still no Facebook. I'm miffed as to what's happening with comments. Maybe I just can't see them with my setup. That one is all dried out. And I'm going to save that tip for another day. But truly, you can reconstitute chalk paste that's dried out. It is pretty easy peasy with water. You can even use the microwave a little bit. Very little bit. But I'll save that tip for another day. Oh, there's some comments on Facebook. Yay. Okay, so I've laid my transfer down, and I am going to get some of my white chalk paste. Going to give it a little stir and just squeegee this across, and easy peasy. We're going to make a beautiful design. So even when you feel crummy, like, I'm not going to lie, I feel kind of crummy with a little bit of vertigo. It's just enough to make me feel like I have to move careful, and I feel just a little nauseous. Not fun. Okay, I have a tub of water over to the side, and I am going to just put my transfer in the tub of water, and you can wash it off, dry it off, and then easy peasy, you can use it again and again and again. That is the beautiful, beautiful thing about Chalk Couture. Okay, so Sylvia and Tracy, thank you guys for being here. I so appreciate it. So I'm going to use these little, I'm going to kind of make a little bit of a wreath with some flowers, or I could do it this way. Which way should I go? Maybe I've got a little bit more room this way. I think we'll start this way and see. So I'm going to put my lid on my chalk paste. And since it's Tip Tuesday, it just got all over me, I'm going to show you a little trick and tip for using the chalk paste singles. Okay, I need my green. This is Honeydew, and I'm just going to knead it up a little bit. Okay, and then I'm actually going to intentionally push it down from the top, because I don't want it to ooze over the top. So I'm just taking my fingers and squishing it down. And then there's a little place where you can just tear, or you can take your scissors and cut. And here's my tip. Now I'm going to open it. And because I pushed that down, it is in there a little bit. And if you're only going to use a small amount, you can actually take your multi-tool and stick it down in there and pull it out. And then that way, when you are done, you can save and put a paper clip on top. So I'm going to show you that, and then I'm going to squeeze some out because I intend to probably use most of the green for sure. So I'm going to put that way, and this one here, and we're just going to kind of make a pretty quick, easy, beautiful design. So I've got my chalk paste single. I'm going to kind of open it up a little. And most of the chalk paste has gone to the bottom, so I'm going to dip down in there with my multi-tool and get what I need. I'm going to squeegee it on and then pull that up. I'm going to set this just to the side and not actually in my water because I'm going to reuse these. But now I'll get a little bit more down there. So I'm just dipping deep. So I'm going to show you a couple ways that you can use it. All right, now we'll pull that up. Now, if that was the only amount that I was going to use with the chalk paste, what I could do is, if I can get my paper clip open, I could take, and again, I could try and squeeze down, make sure it's as clean as possible there on the top. And I could just fold this over. See how I'm just kind of folding it there? Give it a fold. Take a paper clip, and I can still use it. So there's a little tip for you. Now I'm going to just move this out of the way, and we're going to wash these transfers in an easy peasy way because I'm going to reuse them. So I'm just setting them down on my wet microfiber cloth. I'm actually going to clean my multi-tool here. And I'm going to spray them with water. Then I'm going to grab another wet cloth and I'm just going to clean them off. So instead of putting them in the bath and getting them super wet, this way I can wipe them off easily. They're not drenched. And then I can actually take a dry, well, let me even use my Chalk Couture microfiber. You know what? I totally forgot to fuzz these before I used them. I wasn't even thinking. When you use a transfer the first time, you should fuzz them up. And I forgot, but it's worked out fine. Okay, so now these are good to go, ready to put back on my design. So I am going to put them, let's see, I'm going to stand up a little bit and make it out of, let's see, how have I done this? Oh, I was doing the wrong side. Like I said, I'm not exactly my best self tonight. When I was at the doctor today, she kept asking me questions, and I really felt badly earlier today with this vertigo stuff. And I just couldn't think to answer the questions. And now I'm still just a little fuzzy, even though I'm feeling better. Okay, so I'm going to use some more of this green. And another way you can use is to simply squeeze it out. If you choose to do that, and I've got a little bowl here, so I'm just going to go ahead and use all of this chalk paste and squeeze it out. It's coming. Okay. And I am so thrifty that I'm even going to grab some from the top there. And now again, with my multi-tool, I can just put it on there, scrape off the excess, pull that off, and this time I am going to throw it in my water because I'm done with that particular transfer. But I don't know if you can see how much I have in my jar here. I'll show you in a second. But it probably would have been smarter for me if I wanted to save my green, because let me show you Instagram. I've got all that left. Let me show you Facebook. And if I had not squeezed it out, then I could have reused it. So that's why I think it's a great tip to go ahead and just open it and use it from the top. And then that way, if you have extra, you're good to go, right? Okay, I need to put some heat on this to make sure it's dry. If you have not joined my Facebook VIP group, I posted a question over there that I'd love some input on. And if you just go to Facebook and put in Barband Designs, then you can help me out answering that question. Okay, now we have all these other super fun pieces. So I'm just going to get them out. And I'm just going to use the 3 colors. So I've got Peony and Bumblebee. And let me think here. And I've got the green, so I could use some more green. In fact, if I wanted, maybe this is a good idea. I actually think I am going to use the green some more, and I'm going to put some more foliage in there. So I'm actually going to do what I'm supposed to do, and I'm going to fuzz up my transfer. And I think that I'm going to use this twice. So I'm going to quickly just put it down, gently pull it up, and I'm going to reuse it over here a bit. You can get away doing that with small transfers if you're quick. You just don't want that chalk paste to get dried out. And so we'll put that one away. What else could I do? Here's another couple leaves. I'm just going to do a few different leaves in this green color. We'll do this one going down. So we'll just do some fun little greenery, and then we'll add our colorful flowers. So you can see how there just would be no end to the creativity that you could use for this, right? Just over and over different things that you could do. Hi Evie and Kathy and John. Thanks so much for joining. This is the April Club Couture kit. For $19.99 a month, you can get this transfer along with 3 chalk paste singles sent to your door, and then you can get it every month and have so much fun and so much creativity and inspiration just sent right to your door. You get a PDF of some ideas of how to do it, and for $19.99 a month, that's a deal. That is a great thing. So you can just go to shopcouture.com/barbanddesigns and click the Club Couture. And you know what? I'm feeling generous. So tonight, anybody who's watching on Instagram or on Facebook, if you join Club Couture tonight, I'll check my stats. If you go and you join on my group, on my page, then I am going to send you a multi-tool. How's that? If you join Club Couture with me tonight, then I will personally give you a bonus of a multi-tool. That will come directly from me. And I think that's a pretty good deal. So you should go to shopcouture.com/barbanddesigns and sign up. Super fun. There's a 3-month commitment, and it comes directly to you when you sign up. You have the option to buy last month's club kit. You have the option to buy a couple of add-ons. it's just a great deal. It really, truly is. Now, let's add some other fun stuff. We've got some greenery going here. I think it's time to add some cute flowers. So I'm just heat setting this because whenever you are doing layering, you don't want your underneath layer to be wet or the chalk paste will pull right up. So once again, my tip for tonight, besides how to fix it if it comes a little bent because you have not a very thoughtful post person, is how to use the sample kits to where you can reuse them. So squish all the stuff down before you open it. Then give it kind of like a punch from the sides to make it nice and open. Then all that chalk paste is down at the bottom. And you can stick your multi-tool in there. But first, oh my goodness, I forgot to put a transfer down. Got so excited about giving you guys a multi-tool that I forgot to put a transfer on. So we're going to make this some pop of yellow in here. And I'm going to use this multiple times. So we're going to get some on our transfer and put it down. Scrape it thin. And I'm just going to lift up, move it around a few places. And as long as you work quick and it's a really small transfer, then you can get away with doing it this way. Otherwise, you need to wash in between. All right, so now we have some yellow in there. And as I was showing you, now what you can do is you can fold this over a couple times and put a paper clip on it, and then you can use it multiple times. Even if you're not doing it in one evening and you have a sample, you can still spread that out. Okay, let's see what else we have. I have another leaf. Bum, bum, bum. I know I want this big guy to be pink. Maybe I'll put a couple of little other yellow ones in. And I keep forgetting to fuzz my transfer. You know what? I'm going to do this little guy in white, actually. So, oops, wrong one. So who else has ever had vertigo? It's no fun. I've had it multiple times, and it's not that bad this time. It's just enough to annoy me, make me feel kind of crummy. I got to get that fluid off my ear, though, so it doesn't get worse. Okay, I'm going to pop that over into my tub of water if I can get it unstuck from my finger. And we'll take our heat tool again to this. I so appreciate you guys watching. Again, tell me in the comments if you have ever worked with chalk couture before. And I'm going to use the peony or peony. Okay, here's a question for you. I lived in Missouri my whole life, and my mom had bushes, the bright pink bushes, and I always called them peony bushes. Always. Then when I moved to Nebraska, people laughed at me when I said peony bushes, and they said it was peony. I don't know which it is. It's probably phonetically peony, but I always called them peonies. I don't know why. It's because what my mother called them, right? So what do you call them? I call them beautiful is what I call them. So I'm going to fuzz up my transfer. Just get a little of that extra adhesive off. And this is going to be the big ta-da. All right, again, I'm going to just dig in there instead of putting it out on a dish, which you could do, but I want to savor my chalk paste that's in the sample and not use it all. If I don't use it all, I save it actually. All right, now we'll pull that up. Now, I think I want to wash this because it's a little bit bigger. So I'm going to lay it on my microfiber towel, spray it with a little water. Now I'm going to wipe it dry, or wipe it, not wipe it dry, just wipe it. And then I can take my towel here and get it all dry, and it's ready to go again. And that's exactly what you do to reuse it over and over and over. You can get so many uses. I will use these flowers come fall. I'm sure that I will. I'll just use different colors instead of using pinks and yellows. I'll be using oranges and yellows, or red and orange. So I'm dipping my multi-tool into my chalk paste, or you could squeeze it out, whatever works for you. But this multi-tool is the only tool I've used tonight, I think. I might have used another squeegee on my Sweet Spring. But like I said, if you sign up for Club Couture tonight, I will, on my website, I will send you a multi-tool, which off the top of my head, I think these run $8.99. I'm not sure. Has a great surface for scraping jars, and you can use it for details. It's perfect for the samples to just get in there and get what you need. Sweet Spring, that's right. Oh my goodness. All right, I heard little tidbits about another cyclone bomb thing with snow. I don't think we're supposed to get any here. But seriously? Oh, it's so scary because the last one caused so much flooding and just devastation. So I'm not too excited to hear about that. Okay, now I've got this cute little flower. And I think I'm just going to use a little bit of the pink. I'm going to go ahead and squeeze a little bit out because I want to show you one other thing you can do. Dun, dun, dun. Just squeeze a little in my dish here. I've still got lots in the bottom. And I even cleaned the top part with my finger, and I'm going to use that, what's on my finger. Your fingers work great for little brushes too. Did you know you could do that? All right. And oops, I moved that one around. This one might have to be, yep, I need to wipe that one off. I was getting sloppy. But that is so easy to do. That's the beauty of the chalk paste as well, is right over here. Well, first I'm going to clean this little guy off. And then I'm going to, down here, that flower just didn't work out well at all. So I'm just going to take my rag and I'm going to wipe it off. Now, if it was super close and I didn't feel comfortable doing that, I could take a little paintbrush that was wet. But I'm okay with that. I'm going to take my heat tool to dry that area. And sometimes it leaves a little smudge. I'm going to clean that. Now let's try this again. And I'll be a little less sloppy. In fact, this time I'll go ahead and use my multi-tool. Okay, I'm going to clean this little guy again because now I want to put a couple of white ones and yellow ones around because I just like this little guy. And then I want to show you one other thing. You know what I'm going to do on this one? I need to heat set these. They'll dry quickly on their own, but I'm trying to look up here. You live in Missouri and call them the second peonies. You call them peonies. So I've been wrong my entire life, even though I lived in Missouri. I've always blamed it from living in Missouri. And now I'm thinking that was not okay to do. I'll blame it on my mom. That's what she called them. Oh, funny. Okay, so I'm overlapping those. This one I'm going to put by itself. And I'm just going to put some, random. Okay, this is my trouble, though. I will admit, sometimes what I have trouble doing is stopping. Because it's so fun. It's so fun. Okay, so now I'm going to clean this little guy. And clean my multi-tool. Dry that off. And probably should dry these just in case I overlap anywhere. What was I was going to do yellow. I'm going to dip in for this one. So I'm going to do like this real overlap here, like 3 right on top of each other. I don't know why, it just seems kind of fun. Dip down in there with my multi-tool. Okay. Oh, that didn't work out so well. It pulled up the white. Oh, well. Easy to fix. So I could wipe it all off, or I could just try and put the, what should I do? Let's see. I think I'm going to wipe it all off because it just didn't turn out the way I wanted it. So once again, mistakes are so easily fixed. Thank you so much, Andrea. So if you're just joining, this is the Club Couture for April. And you can go to shopcouture.com/barbanddesigns and sign up to get the most adorable, fun, happy mail. Every month you'll get, it goes out on the 5th of the month, and you get a transfer that's trendy and seasonally appropriate, and you get 3 transfers and a video link and a PDF of how to make something. And it's just so fun. Okay, now I think I'm gonna have to add another pink one, and then I think we're done with this one. And then I've got one other thing I wanna add. All right, so I'm gonna clean it one more time. The overlapping part just didn't work for me. Didn't like how that looked. So we're gonna put another little pink one down here. And then I'm going to add one more little detail that I've got. So I've got a couple. I've got this other little leaf, but I've got this cute, let's see, I'll show it to Facebook here. I've got this cute little transfer. Let me show Instagram. And I'm only going to use part of it. Kind of like these little dots. Another tip for you is that you don't actually have to use the whole part of the transfer. So I'm going to use some of my white, and I am just going to use the little dots. And just use a tad, pull it up. I'm not even using all the dots. I'm just a few here and there. See how I'm just using just the tiniest part of this transfer. And I like the way that's working. Just gives it a little more detail. Maybe some there. I think I'm done.